The losers go on a mission to destroy a man in high authority after being doomed to die. The mission costs them their lives and even their families. On a quest to get back to their homes, they encounter friendship, betrayal, money, and power.
Did you kill him?
You already. He died very badly.
It's them against the mastermind of war, with the help of a woman who is also on the same mission as them.
Get me an 18-man fire team.
Jensen, Cougar, Pooch, and Rock are sitting in the forest playing cards when Clay, operational control, calls them on duty. They are on a mission in Bolivia to a drug and arms dealer named Fadil. They're going to find a homegrown terrorist assembly he's running and paint it for a laser-targeted bomb. Once they got eyes on the place, they painted it and gave out an order to get the place bombed. Soon, they see kids being transported in, and they try to abort the bombing. But they receive an order to stand and prepare for extraction. Clay instantly orders Cougar to destroy the painting equipment and asks who on the line is. He learns that a man named Max is the one talking to him and that the bombing will happen at the scheduled time, even though there are children on the site. Clay tells the team that there is 8 minutes before the airstrike, and they all decide to get inside the place. They shot the soldiers, and Jensen went with Pooch to get a truck for the kids, as the rest went to get the children. Clay runs into Fadil, who is holding a knife to a kid's neck. Clay tells him that he'll let him live if he lets the kid go. Fadil believes him and tells him that Max will kill him, but Clay shoots him and leaves with the kid. Clay and the losers take the kids to a helicopter, but there isn't enough space for all of them. So, Clay gets the kids in and stays behind with his team. They overhear Max giving orders for a helicopter they put the kids in. Max assumed that the team was inside with the children and thought he killed them. The losers put their necklaces in the fire and made everyone think that they were dead. The losers stayed in the same city, hiding their identities. Jensen and Cougar are working in a doll factory, as Clay and Rock is in an arena watching a chicken fight. Clay notices a woman named Aisha before they leave. Rock tells Clay about a guy he found online to help them get cash. Clay tries to dismiss this idea, but Rock tells him that they need money and go back to their country after getting passports. He gets angry and tells them that he needs to get them home. Clay is having a steak in a bar when Aisha comes and sits beside him before buying him a drink. He then takes her to his hotel room, where she asks him how he came to Bolivia. She tries to seduce him, but he tells her that he saw her following him. She tells him that she has a business proposition for him before she pulls out her gun, and they start to fight. Soon, the room caught on a fire, and Aisha tells Clay that she can help him find Max. Both of them leave the burning building unnoticed. Aisha offers to get them back to the States, and in exchange, they'll get Max for her. She gives him a paper and asks him to meet her there with the team.
We are waging a war against the Central Intelligence Agency.
At the cemetery, Clay, Pooch, and Rock are waiting for Jensen and Cougar. Jensen tells them about Aisha. Her company file is blank, and most units, like the CIA, have a kill order on her. Soon, Aisha joins them and tells them the whereabouts of Max, and that he travels with an armed private security. She gives them the choice to take her offer or stay in Bolivia, and they choose the first. Max is in Dubai, blackmailing workers of a company to make him a snuck weapon that he will then sell to different countries.
It's a sonic dematerializer.
In the meanwhile, the losers made it through the US-Mexico border in caskets. They set up a scene and called the medevac for help. When the medevac arrived, they shot them, and they became unconscious. Once they got hold of the GPD, they shot it far from where they are. As they are painting the helicopter, Jensen tries to hit on Aisha, but fails. Rock confronts Aisha on why she wants Max dead. She tells them that Max is trying to buy next-generation weapons, and that she doesn't know the endgame. Rock thinks she is lying, and warns her that he will kill her if anything smells like a trap.
I knew you weren't gonna shoot her. Not today.
Clay and Rock wait in their old yellow car for Max, and start to follow his car once they locate him. Cougar is at the top of a building, and he shoots some of Max's security cars to block an exit. Wade tries to make a way to help Max escape, but Clay and Rock blow a car to distract him as Pooch and Aisha take the truck up in a helicopter. Jensen locked the back of the truck to keep Max in. They all go to the garage to open the truck, and Pooch tells them that he saw Wade. Once the truck was open, there was no sign of Max, but a hard drive from the multinational manufacturer, Goliath. They try to see what's in the drive, but they can't. Aisha tells them that she couldn't find Max, and they knew that he was moving something valuable, and that's why she made them move the truck. Soon, Clay and Roque get into an argument about whether they should stop the mission and get back to their lives, or go on with the mission. In Puerto Rico, Wade tells Max about Clay and his team and how they stole the hard drive. Max remembers them and orders Wade to get him an 18-man fire team in 12 hours.
Not the CIA, NSA, Special Ops?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Aisha visits Clay with a drink, and she spends the night with him. The next day, they all gather in a car, and Pooch makes Clay and Roque apologize to each other. Jensen goes into Goliath, pretending to be a tech support, and gets all he needs before he gets caught by the securities, but Cougar helps him escape. Jensen opens up the hard drive and finds out that it has Max's money. They learn that they can't move the money to buy stuff, as it is in Max's control, but they realize that it has a record of every address it's been to, meaning that it has a file on Max to help them expose him with Mr. Anderson, and he tells them that he needs $1 billion in cash in exchange for the weapon he made them. Wade calls Max to let him know about the arrangement, and Max orders him to kill the 18-man fire team he told him to prepare. The losers made it to the port of Los Angeles on a boat. Aisha and Clay are in his room, while Pooch is watching his pregnant wife, Jolene, from a satellite. Roque tells him that they will die on this mission, and he better go home to his wife. Soon, Jensen finds out that money that was transferred to Fadil, and that Fadil left the money to go to his kid when he dies. The team learns that Aisha is Fadil's daughter. Aisha is in bed with Clay, asking him about the mission in Bolivia, and if he's killed her father when the team barges in. Aisha fires at Jensen and escapes. Max is making a deal for the weapons. The losers help Jensen with his wounds and ask Clay if he's told Aisha about their families. Clay tells them all to go to their families, as he and Roque will be on the mission to kill Max. But they all refused and agreed to go with Clay and the mission. Pooch waits in the van as the rest go inside, and Cougar takes his position too. After Jensen lets Clay and Roque in, Roque finds a container full of money and calls out for Clay. Soon, they all get caught, and Roque attacks Clay from behind.
Take him away.
Once Clay wakes up, he finds himself with Wade and Roque. Roque tells him that he made himself a deal with Max after the Miami fiasco. He said that he tried to tell him, but Clay wouldn't give up his revenge plan. Wade tells Clay that he is going to make him steal $1 billion from the CIA. Clay sadly congratulates Roque on helping Max get everything he needs to start a war. He then tells him that he will die badly as he is being taken away. Max is playing cards with Mr. Anderson when the money reaches him, and Anderson tells him that the ordinances he ordered are ready. Roque meets Max for the first time, and Wade orders him to load the money back into their plane. Clay runs into the rest of the team while being taken to a car, and he mentions Roque's name to Cougar. They were being taken to be executed, and one of the soldiers shoots Pooch in both his legs when he refuses to get down on his knees. Aisha shows up from the top of a container and shoots at the ground, which makes the place explode. Using the chaos as a distraction, Clay escapes from the van he was being transported in, making it crash. The rest of the team took down the soldiers and took control of some firearms. Max orders Anderson to arm the device he's prepared for him, and he says he is engineering a global terrorist conflict that's going to restore some order to the world. Clay meets the losers, and Aisha shows up behind him. She asked if he's killed her father, Fadil. Fadil found out about Max's real plans and was about to stop him before he died. Clay tells her that he killed him and that she can shoot and kill him right there. They went back to their van and got prepared to fight Max and his soldiers. A shooting starts, and they all spread to fight. Clay went to get Roque, who was loading the money into a plane. Clay starts to shoot at him as he rushes the operator to start flying. Clay takes him down the plane and gets into a fight with him. Roque tries to get back into the plane and escape, but Clay follows him and puts his thumb into his eye before Roque throws him off the plane. Mr. Anderson gives a remote that controls the weapon device to Max before Max shoots and kills him. Wade sees that Roque is trying to escape with the money and starts to go after him on a motorbike. Aisha informs Clay that Wade is approaching him, and he sees that he is in between Wade and the plane Roque is in. Cougar shoots Wade's bike in time to make his fly into the engine of the plane, and his motor goes right into the front of the plane, killing Roque and burning off the plane. Jensen informs Clay that he only found the equipment, but not Max. Clay sees Max, who is giving out orders to get help that will rescue him. Clay follows Max and shoots off a helicopter that was there to take him. He then shoots at Max, who is threatening to release the button that will set off the bomb. Max calmly throws the remote down to the ocean, and Clay jumps down to get it. He gets off the water and disarms the remote as the losers show up with a canary yellow stretch hammer that Pooch got. Max calls Jensen's phone and talks to Clay. Clay tells him that they will meet soon, before he hangs up. Max is on a bus when two men with tattoos approach him and take his watch. Finally, after all they've been through, Pooch climbs up the window to meet his wife, who's in a hospital and about to give birth. She didn't know he was alive, and he tells her that he's late because of the traffic. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.